Open wound colonization and infection by the New World screwworm fly, Cochliomyia omnivorax, in human beings, livestock, and wildlife. Pause images for detailed study. This illustration depicts a dorsal view of the primary screwworm fly, Cochliomyia omnivorax, formerly known as Cochliomyia americana, a member of the family Calliphoridae. Cochliomyia is a genus of flies of the Calliphoridae family. The species Cochliomyia omnivorax is the bluish-green screwworm fly that deposits its eggs during the warmest daylight hours into animal and human open wounds, whose larval screwworms, upon hatching, parasitically infect, burrow into, and feed on the living wound tissue. Top images: New World screwworm, abbreviation NWS. Cochliomyia omnivorax. Bottom images. A screwworm larva, also referred to as a maggot, tusk-like mandibles protruding from the screwworm larva's mouth rasp the flesh of living warm-blooded animals. A wound may contain hundreds of larvae. Slide a fly laying eggs in animal wound. Conceptual synthesis of the NWS fly ecological interactions network obtained from the literature review. Strong effects are those that may play an important role in regulating the interaction partner of a species. The images contain representative examples of assemblages of species that interact with the NWS fly. A. Cochliomyia omnivorax. B. Pollinated plants. C. Domestic hosts. D. Wild hosts. E. Ectoparasites that facilitate meiosis. F and I. Parasitoids and predators. F. Parasitoid Microhymenoptera. G. Predatory staphylid beetles. H. Predatory ants. I. Predatory spiders. J. Commensal and mutualistic dipterans. K. Decomposing tetrapod animals. Pinned site myiasis in a 77-year-old man, 12 years after tibial osteosynthesis. A. Open wound in the man's left leg, showing multiple insect larvae. B. C. Cochliomyia omnivorax screwworm fly larvae extracted from the wound. Arrow 1 indicates the spinal bands. Note the spines arranged in 4 rows that separate each segment. Arrow 2 indicates its mouth hooks. Scale bars indicate 2 mm B and 1 mm C. Scientific classification of Cochliomyia omnivorax, an obligate parasite. Domain, Eukaryota. Kingdom, Animalia. Phylum, Arthropoda. Class, Insecta. Order, Diptera, true flies. Family, Calliphoridae. Genus, Cochliomyia. Species, Cochliomyia omnivorax. A larva is an independent, motile, occasionally feeding, juvenile, metamorphic developmental stage between the first egg and the second pupa stage in the life of an insect of different appearance than the adult form, sometimes possessing organs different from those of the adult and vice versa. Myiasis is a condition caused by infestation by soft-bodied larval maggots of the fly, infesting decaying flesh wounds of warm-blooded animals, including human beings. Human involvement is zoonotic. Infestation may also occur in bodily orifice mucous membranes. Life cycle of Cochliomyia omnivorax: the free life phase and the parasitic phase. Symptoms of Cochliomyia omnivorax infection by its larval formation in open wounds involves the smell of decaying flesh, enlargement of existing wounds, edema, chills, fever, foul-smelling bloody wound discharge, lethargy, loss of appetite, pain in infected areas, sensation of movement within the wound, tissue destruction, and secondary bacterial infections that can result in patient death. Treatment involves removal of larvae and cleaning of the infected site, including any necessary debridement of necrotic tissue, administration of antiparasitic medications such as ivermectin, broad-spectrum antibiotic therapy to treat secondary bacterial infections, as well as treatments to address other related comorbidities. Larvae are removed surgically under local anesthesia or by means of lidocaine injection into the base of the lesion, creating pressure that extrudes the larvae from the wound. Tissue destruction and/or secondary infections can result in death, especially in the event of larval infection deep into structures of the head. Larvae are collected in a leak-proof container and placed into 70% ethanol solution, rendering them inert for subsequent laboratory analysis and disease confirmation. N,N-diethylmetatoluamide, DEET, DEET insect repellent. 0.5% permethrin insecticide treatment of apparel and gear used in the environment, as well as limiting environmental exposure by living in protected screen rooms and sleeping within a sleeping net as much as possible, provide some protection from infection. Open wounds should be immediately covered to prevent subsequent larval infection. Male flies sterilized by means of gamma radiation are released so that fertile females will mate with the sterile flies and use up their one-time opportunity during their life cycle to produce eggs capable of the aforementioned development, breaking their cycle of reproduction in the environment. In time, environmental Cochliomyia omnivorax infection of animals, humans, and some birds may be greatly mitigated or eradicated in this manner, as was the case in the United States in 1966, as well as during a local Florida outbreak in 2017. Cochliomyia omnivorax infection is currently endemic in subtropical and tropical regions in Central America, South America, as well as the Caribbean in Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and Haiti. New presentations coming soon. Like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching. Thank you to current and new subscribers.